Hey guys, and welcome to the new segment on my channel. Now, here's the thing, a little trivia about me actually. For those of you who know me, you all know that I've been a journalist, a Bollywood journalist. And that's the part about my profession. I like meeting new people, I like talking to them, I like to know their stories. And throughout my career, I have met a number of people from different walks of life, and each one of them has inspired me in their own different ways. So I thought of doing this for them, right from actors, models, chefs, comedians. This segment, you're going to see all of them and me having my little chit chat session with them where you get to know them up close and personally. So let us begin. Recently, a lady broke the internet after she starred in a Sabyasachi photo shoot, and I had to talk to her. So here we have Varshita Thatavarthi.
Yes, he's gotten it right the first time.
How are you doing, Varshita?
I'm doing well. I'm in Bombay. It's a little humid, but I think I'll survive for the next 2 days.
So without wasting time, I'm going to ask you that recently there was a huge wave on Instagram after Sabyasachi, released his photos. I'm going to begin by asking you, what was the feedback you've received and were you prepared for it?
Honestly, these are the things that you don't actually prepare in life because I'll tell you how I first met him because I'm sure that question is going to come later. So I was trying for films for many years, for about 5 years. I started modeling in Delhi when I was about 19 years old. I just passed out of college. I went to Manipal University, Karnataka. I finished my degree in journalism and mass communications, and I used to intern in a advertising agency as a account planner. I didn't like my job. One day a photographer in Delhi spotted me. We did a photo shoot. I used to be really skinny then. I had to lose a lot of kilos. Like I was always a very curvy girl, but because I wanted to get into modeling, I knocked off 15 kilos. I still didn't get any work, and I was so disappointed because for 6 months I would come to Bombay every now and then, meet all these agency people and ask them if I had a chance. And I remember somebody said this to me, and I don't want to tell you which agency, but they told me that they think I have a terrific face, but they don't think modeling is for me because they find me to be an in-between.
Okay.
They don't find me too skinny, and they told me I was also not plus size enough to be part of their agency. So they called me in-between, and they said, you either have to lose a lot of kilos to fit in our requirement, or you will have to, I don't know, we don't take plus size models, but you might have a chance in America. Then one of my friends suggested that, you've always wanted to work with Mani Ratnam. I've been obsessed with his line of work and I always wanted to become a Mani Ratnam's heroine. I think the reason why I wanted to do films was because I wanted to be his heroine.
Yeah.
And one of my friends who's in Chennai and kept telling me that, you're in Bangalore, why didn't you try in Chennai? Let this be the last city that you're living in. Because they all would criticize me for being this nomad. And I said, okay, fine, let me think about it. And I came to Chennai because I thought if I lived in the same city, because Madras Talkies, the production, Mani Ratnam's production company is in Chennai. And I thought, if I lived in the same city, learn the language, somewhere he'll find me. Things didn't work out and I was still auditioning and Mani Ratnam was not making films at the time. And I was in Chennai having a good time, and one day I was at this place, and I met somebody and she told me, I work with Mr. Mukerjee and we're here for a jewelry exhibition because he just started his jewelry line. I said, I'd love to come and look at it because I had a cousin's wedding coming up. I said, I'd love to come, and I didn't know he was going to be there. So next day I went to Taj Coromandel in Chennai for the jewelry exhibition, and he was there. He was very courteous. There was this time when he had walked up to me when I was trying out the jewelry and he said, you're very beautiful. I was really taken. I asked him for a picture and I put it up on Instagram. And that's the only picture that I probably had 400 or 300 followers on Instagram back then. And I remember after I put up his picture, I got so many likes and I was so happy. And 2 months later, I got a call from his team asking me if I was free for a test shoot.
Okay.
I was a failure because I didn't even get through an agency to have somebody from the best of the industry to call you and ask you for a shoot was a huge surprise for me, and that's when I realized, that I have a lot of gratitude towards him and the other people who made this possible. And I immediately said yes. I was flown into Calcutta. We did the test shoot, which you later saw as the Women's Day post. I was really nervous, and he kept telling me, "You're very beautiful. You look. I want you to feel very comfortable. I like how you look, and I don't want you to think that you're not looking a certain way, or that you're not looking like other models who I've shot with. I want you to be very comfortable." He made me feel very comfortable. His staff was very helpful, and I think we finished the shoot, and I just went back home, not even thinking about anything, because I didn't know if I was ever going to get a call back. And I see a few months later, they were in touch with me, but a few months later, they didn't tell me, but they released my photographs on Women's Day.
Oh.
And even before I had left Calcutta, just before I was leaving, he told me, he said, you're going to be really big and a lot of people are going to love you. I thought he was just saying this because he's a nice man in general. I thought he was just being very nice and polite. Coming back to what these men and women had to say about me, fortunately, they had very nice things to say about me, because they thought that, I was this girl who was just being used as a prop on Women's Day and somebody who could never find work. It's true, I could never find work otherwise, but he was somebody who was already taking me for other things.
Which is perfect. Also after the entire image, when the photo shoot was released, okay, I remember you were also reposting a lot of stories, whoever featured you. And I wouldn't like to call you the plus size model, I would rather call you the new age model. Works? Yeah, the new age model. Okay. What do you have to say about these people, that finally came out in support and finally said that we're happy to see somebody like one of us being represented there?
I had this conversation with my dad the other day. I said, I went to Chennai to become an actress, and life has led me somewhere else. Sabyasachi, like he said, he's somebody who thinks through. I was so excited when I think just about 5 minutes after my pictures were released on Instagram, the brand tags you in those pictures.
Yeah.
I started reposting them, and I thought, some of my friends who already follow me would be very happy, because a lot of them have been very supportive. I thought, they'll be happy again to see me in this campaign. I didn't realize that, so many people were going to. I had about 1,000 followers, or just about 1,020 followers. And now I have about 4,000 something. I'm not saying my pictures have really gone viral. I'm not like that Kerala wing girl who's got about 7.5 million followers. I'm not that big. But, I just like the fact that, those other 3,000 followers that I've got, about majority of them are women. And these are the women who've battled size issues, who battled weight issues for a very, very, very long time in their lives. And these women some of them are also very dusky. And and they're there in all parts of the world. And some of them messaged me and they said, we're so happy to see you on this, because, we always thought, Sabyasachi lehengas, even if we could afford it, we would never look good in them. Because, the kind of photographs that you see online and the kind of models who wear them, they're beautiful. They're strikingly beautiful with great bodies. And we never thought we would be able to carry it off. But then we saw you there, not with a flat stomach, with really big boobs, wearing a really fitted deep neck blouse, flaunting your body, smiling and looking at the camera. We were really, thank you. We were really shocked, and we kept thinking that this girl has got the confidence to wear this and be part of such a huge international campaign and work with designers like Mr. Mukerjee. Why can't we just go out and wear them to our own weddings?
So on that note, we're going to play a quick game with you. It's called Never Have I Ever. I'm sure you've played this game, but we have a twist to it.
PhD.
Yeah, but we're not going to play it with alcohol. We have black coffee shots, and Varshita loves black coffee.
I hate coffee. It's funny because this is one of my first, like how this interview is my first interview ever, video interview ever. I haven't had coffee. I think I've sipped coffee twice in my life.
Okay.
So I have a shoot tomorrow. I hope it doesn't do anything to me.
Okay. So, are you ready? Okay. Should we do it? Yes. Okay. Your first question. Never have I ever bullied someone for bad fashion choices. She loves the taste, guys. She loves it. Okay, do you want to talk about it?
I don't think I'm not a bully. But sometimes you have, I'm sorry, I don't want to say this, but I grew up in Delhi. And I will say this, I don't know when people come after me after this, but there are a lot of people who are very ostentatious, and some of them have very loud sense of dressing. And sometimes we'd go around and we find our neighbors and stuff, and then they wore really inappropriate clothes and calling it a fashion trend or something, and that really ticked me off. So I might not have bullied, but I might have, passed a few comments, harmless comments here and there.
Harmless comments. Very subtly harmless comments, guys. Okay. Never have I ever cried after a disastrous haircut. Never. Superb. Okay. Coming your way. Next one. Never have I ever had a wardrobe malfunction.
Meet me after 3 a.m. at a bar.
Okay, I think so. I know the answer to this. Never have I ever wanted to be one of the Kardashians. Never.
I want to be an Audrey. It's everywhere on the internet. You say, don't be a Kardashian, be an Audrey. I mean, be whoever you want to be.
Okay, never have I ever pretended to know a stranger.
It's usually the other way around.
Okay, never have I ever made a duck face while taking a selfie.
I don't need to make a duck face. I was born with a duck face.
Okay.
Like a lot of people, like even today, I received a message from a woman who said, you're very beautiful and you're stunning, and we saw your pictures from the campaign. I've just started following you. Can you just give me your plastic surgeon's number? And she didn't mean it in a wrong way. She said, you have fantastic lips. I said, I'm just sending you my baby pictures. I was born with these lips. I said, you have to look at my family pictures, because all of my cousins, we were born with really full lips. So I said, this was not something that, we were allowed to tweak with. I mean, I'm a South Indian, come on, I couldn't afford living in a 1 BHK in Bangalore. Imagine going to my parents and telling them, give me money. I want to have a full lips. So these were the things that I was endowed with, and I've tried to make use of them.
Super. Yeah. And the last one. Never have I ever Googled my own name to see what comes up.
I just did that 2 hours back.
Were you happy with the results? Yeah? Perfect. Not bad. 3 out of 5. Superb. Thank you so much for talking to us. It was great talking to you, Varshita. This was brilliant. But before we say bye-bye to you, we have a small gift for you.
You do?
Yep. So this is, I hope I hope you like this. This has been designed by The Illustrious, and it's with the help of our partners Clumsy K. And are you ready for it?
It has my face on it.
I don't know. Maybe we should just open it.
Before I open this, I just want to share something funny. So I'm staying with my friend in Chennai, and I go to her kitchen and I see there are about 7 cups placed there with her face on it. And I said, why do you have your face on it? She said, my boyfriend who's obsessed with me keeps gifting me mugs with my face on it. I said, I would hate it if somebody did that for me.
Oh God.
I don't like my face on a cup, but I'm probably going to love this. This is lovely. This is an illustration, so it's fine.
Do you like it?
I love it. Thank you so much. So somebody actually drew this for me?
Yes.
What's that person's name?
Dhanashri. The Illustrious is her Instagram handle.
Will you thank her for me?
Yeah, of course.
This is really sweet. I'm so happy because I can take it back home to her and just put it right next to
And there was a message for you on it.
Oh my God, for you are an inspiration. Oh my God, this is lovely. I think you should just show it, no?
Yeah.
This is lovely. Thank you so much. I'm actually loving this. I've just had a change of mind. Also, my friend whose whose face is on all those cups is very skinny, very tall, and I think I'll be the plus size cup.
The new age cup.
The new age cup.
But thank you so much for talking to us, Varshita. I hope you had great fun.
I had a lot of
and
fun.
I hope we see you super soon with yet another episode. But thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much.